the way I see it, some people are going to dislike me regardless, okay? But I got to give you a reason, okay? Because disliking me just because, that's too easy, okay? And the way my petty is set up, I got to do everything in my power to earn that dislike, you know? But, you know, that's just me. It is what it is.
Happy Friday, everybody. We are back. Welcome back to another round. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my girl, El Cid, and we're here to recap the finale. A finale, you know. I smelt it. Never Ever Mets. This is season 1, episode 10, child. We made it. Oh, I wanted to tap out a few times. But we made it. Oh, we made it. Oh, we made it. Child, how is your Friday going, El Cid? How are you today?
I'm doing way better. Getting over a cold. I am certainly feeling your pain with the Never Ever Mets. I wish we never ever met this show. But once we start, we are committed and we will go to the end. Okay? We will get all the way to the end. Whew, child.
We did it. We did it. Child, I don't know how we did it, but through God's graces, never would have made it without you. Woo! And you too, El said, child, if I wasn't here clowning with you every week. I'd have gave up on this damn show for real. I'd be like, you know what, y'all, I can't do it anymore. I don't have the courage. I don't have the manpower. I don't have it. I don't. Hey everybody, how's y'all Friday? Is everybody doing good this Friday? Are y'all happy that we are finally at the end? Are y'all happy? Let me know in the chat if y'all happy, okay? Let me know if you're happy that we are finally here at the end. And while you letting me know that you're happy, go ahead and hit that like button. Be happy enough to subscribe. Maybe, it's more content coming down the pipeline like this. We like to clown over here. We like to have a good time over here. And sometimes we may drop a gem or two of ice into your shot glass before we fill it up. Okay, but we're gonna take it down and then we're gonna laugh about it and throw back another. That's what we do at bars. We forget about our problems for a few 5 seconds, talk about some stuff, have a few drinks, kiki it out, maybe duke it out a little bit, and then go on home. Spend a little money, go home. That's all. But yeah, come on in, come on in. Oh, Drowsy G says she is elated. Yes, people are very, very happy. They are happy. They happy that they made it here to Friday. They happy the show is over. Oh, damn. Okay. All right. Well, we ain't got to do nothing now. It's done. It's done. We're done. We don't have to do it. Hey, come on in. Okay, we're gonna get started because tonight's episode was very fulfilling for me. Oh, you got 2 brain cells left. Oh. You lost 2. Well, you got many more. God has provided you with so many more. You'll be all right. Those two is probably wasn't even needed anyway. Yeah. Yes, it was a good show. The idea of the show, I'm not gonna hold you, and I'll let Elsie speak on her thoughts on it. I think the idea of the show was good, especially for the climate and the day and era that we're in, because we do have a lot of online dating. There's some areas of the show that definitely could have been fixed out and worked out a lot more. I think they could have had the therapist in there a lot more often. I also feel like some of the games, I think the games went in reverse. I think the games needed to start it off with how do you know this person so we can have a beginning of how well we know them. And now that we're in each other's face, another how much better did we get to know each other. Taronda was great. I don't have no real problems with Taronda. I think she did what she could do, and the cast was the cast. Because listen, we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it real. We like drama, we like chaos. We like some foolery. We like some pettiness. Now we could have did without the hands-on altercations and a whole bunch of the verbal abuse that was taking place early on in the episodes. But who don't like a little messy couple to stir little pots and all that stuff like that? Apparently, the whole cast. But that's neither here nor there. Elsa, what are your thoughts on the show as a whole?
I agree with you. The premise of the show is needed. Online dating as a two time married from online dating. I can certainly attest that it's the way the world works. Um, the ending was kind of lackluster for me. We could have had some kind of production for knowing people's decision other than walk into the car together or not, or entering the same car or not. I mean, that was very lackluster, but it is needed. I don't think they need to be there long enough. I think if we want to pump something out, we could just say, hey, never ever met. They could go out on a date, and from that date decide. They don't even have to live together. From that date decide if there's any chemistry, and if they do wish to move into the house and decide to pursue something. But they could meet up somewhere else, have dinner, and then be like, yes or no.
I think people said we're gonna get our money's worth. We done flew you out here. You ain't gonna be no you don't stay in this house, whether you like it or not. Enjoy. This is a production, and we got some budgets. We can't just be flying you out here to see if you like each other. Anybody will sign up for that. Hell, I'll sign up for that. Dinner and a flight? Sure. I don't even know this man. Hello. Yeah, no, I got somebody at home I'm gonna go back to. But the food was great. Thank you. When my flight leave? Not threaten me with a good time, but yeah, I agree.
Oh my God, that is too funny. No more dates. Well, we find out at least there's no reunion, but we do get some updates. I like that part. I like the updates. I like knowing where they are and where they are not.
That's a few months later, so it's curious to know where they are now that it's about 2 years later. Or have we reunited and it feels so good with some folks? you know are we still together with some others? Have we finally made it work to say, you know what, we ain't getting no younger, we might as well get married, let's just go ahead and do this?
Are we in the YouTube streets trying to clean up?
Ooh, are we in the YouTube streets trying to get our lady back?
Which
Now
lady? Where are they on the roster? Because apparently I heard there's a roster.
Well, as a former coach, and you know what, I was a coach a long time ago. I was an owner at the end of my career, baby. I was a whole owner. Okay. I don't know about coaching. Coaching is, you still gotta answer to somebody else. And that's how I was looking at that whole play. Like that, you still answering the diamond. That's the owner, and you a coach on her team. But the end had proved me wrong. She was definitely a player on the team. But in my former days of owning a team, sometimes you're going to have to just retire the jersey. At some point, you got to really officially retire the jersey and give it up to the younger class. But somebody is living in a midlife crisis of it all.
And the cheerings don't know when to hush.
When Sean called them hustle and fro at the beginning of the season, I don't think nobody pinpoint this couple so perfect. Sean was on point with the hustle and flow of it all. Shout out to him. Because listen, Aaron's still trying to be a pimp in these streets, okay? He's still trying to do his thing. And it actually explains the painted fingernails. Because, not all, but there's been known that a few pimps out there be painting their fingernail. If that pinky one is long, I'm just saying.
And got that signet ring.
I'm just saying. I know a pimp when I see one. Anywho, let's get into this episode for sure, for sure, for sure. Which direction do I want to go in? I would go backwards like the show has been the whole time, but I guess it's best to go ahead and save the very, very end for the last. So we can kind of just go into the order of the episode of how it came out. We left off with a proposal that wasn't well received in and outside the house. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna hold you. I know Diamond is not like high on my yay. That's my one for the season list or whatever. However, I felt really bad that she had absolutely down to probably one person genuinely, and I'm giving a lot of grace when I say genuinely because I really don't know how her daughter actually felt. But one person felt genuinely happy for her outside of herself. Now I don't know if this is all doing of her own making because you ain't making one friend. Well, she said she wasn't for the women's. She wasn't for the women's in the house, so there's that. So none of the women's, really was happy about it, and yeah, and Aaron's daughter. Oh wow.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
I just feel if you was a good coach, yo, water boy, your personal trainer, your nutritionist, everybody on your staff knows your program. And they don't share the team's team strategy with everybody. You know what I'm saying? They let you coach. That's your job. They let you coach. They don't say, you know what, I don't know why you starting this player over this player because technically I feel this player is better. He got to talk to his assistant coaches because his assistant coaches is getting out of line.
Where's the confidentiality agreement?
Chad, her face wasn't giving confidentiality agreement. Her face said, "Oh, so no Monique? Oh no, excuse me, no Monica. Monica is a goon out here in these streets, so we don't want no Goonica popping up, showing up. So I gotta not be friends with Monica no more. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying, Daddy. I gotta just cut Monica off." What was your thoughts, Elsie? Let me know.
Daddy, who this woman? That's what I thought. Okay, for those who have not seen the episode yet, Diamond said yes. Diamond was overwhelmed with emotion, and she said yes. We all understood that she was going to say yes. Then they came home, and Diamond was showing her ring off to everyone in the household. Some were
married now. I'm married now. You hear?
Some were very lackluster. Some were, like really genuine. A couple were, but somebody said, give me a trash can. I'm about to barf. Josh even was like, oh, cool, nice, and left the room. Even Aaron H was like, where you going? He's like, I'm going to give you all a moment.
Yeah,
Diamond called.
Finish his nap.
Right. I need to finish my nap. It's like, wait a minute. Then Diamond called her sister, who was like, oh, congratulations. Okay. And then Diamond was like, that's all you going to say? She's like, what do you want me to say? So it was not the marching band that Diamond was expecting. But Aaron H did call his daughter. I think her name was Ayana. And Ayana's like, well, what about Monica? What about Kim? It was like the second verse of What Do You Want from a Brother? The DMX song.
Well, there was Donna Laurent. About 3 Kims.
I was like, flag on the play. Your daughter is listing your roster on television in front of your new fiance. But what about this one? I can't talk to her no more. And here's Diamond next to him, like, well, who that? Well, wait a minute. Are we gonna have a problem with folks in these streets?
Harper, I said, Harper, who this woman?
Yeah. Aaron H had a roster, apparently, and his daughter let it out. First of all, train a child in which they what? In which they should grow. Your child should be the last person letting all your business out in the street. The last person. And now I got to side eye Aaron H, since you have a roster of women. I got to wonder the reasons for your prior divorces. Was your roster getting ahead of themselves as to who's in the owner's box and not understanding their positions? And he actually said that he ain't giving up his roster. He is not giving up his roster. There are starting players and there are people on the bench. And he is a coach. So he will play his players accordingly. Wow. Wow. So when we are talking about women having male friends, and they should give up their male friends when they get into a relationship and a serious relationship, here's a grown man of a particular age saying, I'm not giving up the female friends that I have. And acknowledging that they're on a rotation roster. So how is any woman supposed to feel secure in a relationship with him? How's any woman? But here's your daughter who you've called, and she's letting all your business out in front of Diamond. Diamond calls her daughter too, and she, congratulates her mom and was happy for her. That was okay, but that whole I'm not giving up my exes, Aaron H., come on now. I am sure he is going to be adamant that the woman give up talking to her exes. I'm positive he is not going to tolerate his woman talking to her exes. And he may only tolerate it if he's the father of your kid. But that is just my opinion. That's just how I see it. But he talking about them. He talking about Chris. He talking about Jody. And I'm like, and this is you behind the scenes. This is you. But you want to put up this image, and you are no better at that age. At that age, you're trying to give advice, but are you giving solid advice for a relationship? Or are you giving advice to play and play your players correctly as a coach? Oh my word. Oh my word. I'm not the biggest Diamond fan. I'm not a fan of hers, but I am definitely not a fan of a man playing a woman in her face. And you going to do this on national television, you in your confessional, I'm not giving up my roster. I'm not giving up my roster. How would he feel if she turned that around and like, I ain't giving up the men I'm talking to? I'm not giving up my exes. I'm like, geez Louise. I was not expecting that much from him, but I knew there was something undercurrent there, but I wasn't expecting that. It's like, whoa. Now I understand Hurricane Irene. Now I understand a whole lot of the going around YouTube, cleaning up my coaching strategy, cleaning up my image because I don't need my team out there, seeing me in a particular way. Whew, it was a lot.
So, I love me a good sports reference, and so I'm going to go ahead and get into it, okay? First of all, a good coach knows, and shout out to Phil Jackson on this one. A good coach knows the value of each and every player he has on his team. He knows where to place them and which five to put in rotation together for a team. We're talking basketball here. But when you have a team that is somewhat like track, everybody has their individual events, you know what I'm saying? And we got to cater to these individual needs. But as a team, I need you all to pull first in your category. Okay, I need you all to pull first. One thing Aaron got going from is he got a mouth. Now, whether that mouth is good for sucking on some toes or being up in other people's business, it's up to, the viewers to decide. However, when you start deciding that your gameplay want to be love bombing, deception, manipulation, deflection, then you start getting players doing whatever they want and not listening to the coach anymore. They just on the court doing what they want to do. We don't respect the coach anymore. You know why? Because the coach didn't respect our positions enough to let us play how we supposed to play. Now, I don't know if y'all still following me on this reference right now, but what I'm saying is he sat in Diamond's face, told her, oh, no, baby girl, it's just going to be you. You basically got the starting position. You the point guard of this team. You the captain. Don't worry about it. You got this. And then proceeds to tell Toronto 4 months later, oh, no, I'm not giving up the team, though. He told us in the confessional, yeah, I'll give up the team and I'll do all this. And you know what? But he also did tell us I'll buy the team right back. So that means, sir, the team ain't never went nowhere. Because generally, if you giving up the team, when it's time to come back, if they went somewhere, we got to get a whole new player. We got to get a whole new roster. We got to start scouting again and stuff like that. So in 4 months, you done scouted you a whole new team? Oh, no, baby, no. Then when he proceed, this is part of me that said, because I'm gonna have to touch into Diamond on this here, okay? Because she gave a wonderful speech at the table. You gave a wonderful speech at the table talking about, if people just listen to other people, give them advice, you might have a successful relationship. And yes, I'm gonna put the wrong hand up on this because ain't nobody getting married. Y'all have a successful relationship if you just listen to the advice. Well, here's the advice, sweetie. Mind your yard. Mind what's going on. If you was not so busy trying to run up and be deflecting with him, co-signed the BS he was on, you would have seen that he had you going through BS too. You're worried about Josh and all this stuff when you should have been worried about that ring he done gave out before. So now we on our fourth proposal. 2 follow-throughs, through 2 missed shots. While we were sitting here up in this house, we could have been really asking all the questions. So now you done wasted the whole 5 years to think that you have a ring at the end of it, only to find out there's nothing but him playing games. And let's rewind something, because I could have swore down in my comments one day, while he was trying to correct me, he told me him and Diamond don't argue. Let's rewind them tapes, because them tapes say we've been arguing real bad. Now, one thing is for sure. If I have a homegirl, which I do, I have a homegirl we've been friends since junior high. And depending on how close we moved away, so we not as super close as we once was, but when we was tight, had she said something like, "Sis, I don't know about him," I'd have took that to heart. I might not have stopped messing with dude, but that would always be sitting in the back of my mind, like my sis don't really like this person. I got to question why, because my sis tends to be easygoing. I know my sis. Now, Diamond might know this lady. Miss Irene might be a hurricane all through and through. She might be like this with everybody. I really don't know. But it seems like she was really ticked off with Aaron. I would be questioning, like, sis, this not even your normal tick off. Usually you a little something, you a little spitfire or something, but to be this mad at this man, like, what is you seeing I'm not seeing? So in my land of delusional, I'm gonna wrap it all up because I'm gonna have a run-on sentence here. In my land of Delulu, I have now decided that I will go ahead and place Diamond up in there. I'm gonna place them both as a couple because they walked out of this house being delusional as hell, thinking that they were supposed to just get this love from these people who they just basically insulted the whole season by telling them that they were immature, they was children, they were child, they were not up to standard, not up to stuff, not up to their liking because of their age, basically. So I have to speak on the people that's been in the comments talking about, I don't know why we're age shaming. It's those people who started it, the mature people, quote unquote. Okay. Y'all in delusional land, and I'm gonna have to put Diamond up in there because you decided to be so delusional about this man, you missed all of the red flags. Yeah, she did pray for her husband, she said, and I don't know what her prayer said, that she did not give the Sierra prayer. She should have, when they say, now here's one thing about prayer. When they say when you pray, you're supposed to be specific. She just prayed for her husband. He may come. He may come. He may come. Was he the man? I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. One last thing too. Shout out to the you Diamond on maturity, because it does not deal with your age. Maturity does not come with age. Okay, you can learn things from babes. There are children out here that are more mature acting than you were this whole season. So let's get that out the way too. You could have learned a lot. You could have sat here and had a sisterhood with these women. These women probably gave you some angles of what they see about the man that you dealing with while you was trying to get what you see about they mans. They probably could have gave you some advice too, and it could have saved you the heartache, and I wouldn't have to see you in this nice rogue hairstyle that you had, because it was definitely cute. I had to go to my X-Men look, and I was like, okay, little rogue. You had to see your rogue hairstyle. You was being all cute and stuff, and be having to be crying all over the screen. So, shout out to you. But yep, she was calling them petty like she wasn't being petty. She was calling them immature. She was doing all kind of things, and yeah, well, here we are. But I mean, they've been running up and through Facebook lately, so maybe they working on it. Maybe they working on it again. Maybe we could be back together. We ain't getting no younger.
Got a new playbook. Do you want to join the team?
Maybe she could come in with her own team and they could scrimmage. They could just hold a little scrimmage a couple of times and stuff like that, see what comes of it. But hey, Sean.
Seems like they're scrimmaging enough. And it seems like, remember they said the chaos brought us closer. And since there was no more chaos to be had, what are they going to do but start the mess amongst themselves?
Wasn't that the question that we had? What are we going to do when everybody is gone? And when the chaos is just at home with us by ourselves?
Well, we weren't by ourselves. There's a roster I wasn't aware of.
Like I say, I don't wish this on no woman. I know how it feels to find out information you weren't privy to, especially when you feel like you were in a situation with somebody who you thought was being upfront and honest with you or whatnot. It's not the best of feeling. So I do not, unlike her, This is my maturity. Unlike her, I do not wish downfall upon her. I do not wish this negativity upon her and all this stuff like that. I wish that I was kind of thinking that they would have a better ending. I was kind of thinking that they probably would have a better ending because they were actually so much alike in this stage and age. So, it is as somebody that's not totally a girl's girl, I'm dead ass serious. Like, I don't wish that on anybody. Like, I wish people will really be upfront and let you have your choice. That's the first feeling to have, is be robbed of your choice and your options of making a decision for yourself. Well, that's my worst feeling. So I don't know how everybody else feels, but
I don't understand if you have funding and you have money, as you say it. Why are you so salty about not winning the $5,000 gift card for furniture? Why are we salty about the furniture gift card?
if anything, the comments should have been, well, I kind of think they need it.
Yes. Y'all young people are building together. We already have what we have established. So it's okay if it's not us.
Wasn't it funny how the whole house was like going around the table saying, I'm going to miss you and I'm going to miss you. And thank you for the wonderful advice you gave me, Josh. Thank you for Shay, Millie, Greg, Jody, Aaron.
Because Josh, you my friend.
Chris, Sandia. Y'all some real ones. Love you. Did I leave anybody off? Whew.
No, that's it. I think that's it.
Taronda, shout out to Taronda because she did her thing too. Oh, and Doc did it for us. You know what I'm saying? Doc was that one. I think I covered everybody. Everybody got everybody. You know what? I love you all. I love you all. My time is run out. I can't give any more speech. I can't get any more acceptance speech. I ran out of time. I'm sorry. If I left you off the list, you probably wasn't supposed to be on it anyway. So yeah. I was like, oh.
And then when they started to talk, everybody was looking around, checking their glasses.
Josh took another nap. Just it.
Woo. It was like, they were like, and somebody else said, I forgot, I made a note of it, but I forgot. I think Chris had said when they aren't around, there isn't much drama. But that was their petty, that was the table's petty way of kind of sticking it to them.
You know what? I'll be here for all the petty, and I loved it. It's been a petty week, you know what I'm saying? I had a little Kendrick Lamar action this week. The petty just been going around. It was beautiful. I love E minor. Let me stop. Hey, wait, the whole house said, y'all elder. They not like us. I'm gonna behave. Everybody did say congratulations to them when they did it, whether they meant it or not. It's just, I did
for the camera.
Yeah. It was just sad to see. I was like, I don't know how you're gonna go into the house because this house is not really feeling you right now. So I wouldn't even want to really go into this house to try to show off anything. But of course, Aaron wants to be like, oh, look what I have done. Look what I did,
And Chris she's like, look what I have. None of y'all got a fiance. I have one.
A fiance? I don't know. While you was over here talking about Josh, talking about why I got to take them 2 years to do whatever, they got to move in together and all this stuff like that. See, sometimes you find out why some people want to take a little time, because in time, things reveal themselves. Like the whole team. Yeah, the matching colors. Red, I don't know. They shouldn't have wore red. Diamond did look good in her dress, though. She looked good in it.
She did. She definitely did.
She looked good in it. I wish I could say the same for everybody, but there's that. Um, yeah. Any more thoughts on these two? Let me think of whatever else that happened in the episode. Cause then we got to the end with Taronda, and he said he not doing what he doing or whatever. Yeah, it was interesting that the fate met them the same way that they was wishing on. I mean, listen, she did wish this on everybody else. We go back a few episodes. She said she's not giving out no more advice. She just gonna let them, fall in the valleys of their own distress and sorrow. And yeah,
It's like when you get too preachy. I mean, it she was very preachy at the table. It was like, I know you're engaged and you have your ring and stuff, but it just got to a tone of you showing off. It was like hey, I got my ring and you got nothing. Okay.
was she preachy or salty? Because it was giving salty to me.
It sound preachy. It was like, see, a good woman like me will get a ring and y'all don't. That's what it sounded like. I
It
was,
came in like that,
ugh.
but towards the end, it was sounding salty. If you just listen to your elders. Okay, the chat says she was showing off, so they agree with you.
If you listen to me, you will find the way.
To a proposal, that's about it, baby. Like you need to give that speech. She should have gave that speech after the walk down the aisle. Not to a proposal. Is that the end goal? Getting proposed to? Okay, maybe that was the end goal. I don't know. Let me bring Sean on in. Hey, Shawnee.
What's going on?
Hey, miss you.
Missed you guys too.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Whew, I'm back like I never left.
With a
Yeah,
new photo. With a
I
new
know.
photo.
Yeah,
Update.
that's thanks to Cancun where I was last weekend.
Mm,
Looking
that's
real
how
sunny.
that's how Mexico treating you?
Yes, yes, I had to get my summer color. I'm on my way. I'm not quite there yet, but it's coming soon.
SPF 30.
I have to do 35. 35.
Gotta
I
move
can't
it
burn because I will burn, I will burn, I'll burn. Oh boy.
up.
How the mighty will fall, huh? We talking about our favorite couple, Diamond and Pastor Aaron.
Yeah, I gave a shout out to you earlier for properly labeling them hustle and flow because
Yeah. That is funny. I almost forgot I called them that. Yeah, they hustled us and themselves. Hustled themselves right out of a relationship. All that talking and bum gumping and advice giving.
what uh, what they say over on Love and Marriage Huntsville. It was like I could teach you how to get a divorce.
Exactly. I could teach you how to break up. Could teach you how to fail. Uh, I
Oh,
mean, listen, we hate to see it, but when they just, they come in so arrogant and obnoxious. It was, did you notice how not one person, even people in their own family, was really had a whole lot of great things to say. Even Aaron's daughter started talking about some next woman. I'm like,
The
what?
roster. The roster. She talked at least three different names.
I'm like, the disrespect. She's like, oh, so I guess I can't talk to Monica no more. I'm like, damn, they didn't give them a minute. Nobody's happy for them. Look, Aaron should have given Irene an apology right in that moment because she mustered up a congratulations and didn't say anything else.
Well, he
You
said,
know?
I thought she was going to give you congrats and sympathy at the same time. He wanted her to, apologize to him and be like, good job, Aaron. You did a good job proposing. He wanted the adoration from her, and she wasn't giving it.
Yeah, he knew that one unless he's really in Delulu land. He thought that lady, after she cussed him out so good, she thought that he thought that she was gonna give him anything. I think what she gave him was more than enough, and it's unfortunate, but no one, even her daughter, everybody was just very lackluster. So all the advice and all he saw, he was so busy predicting he knew Aaron and Jody wasn't going to make it. He should have been looking at his own front yard instead of
Guess
sweeping out other people's.
guess it takes more than footwork to keep the relationship together.
And age, because he keeps talking about his age. I treated y'all like I was y'all, but y'all was my age, but I should have treated y'all like y'all was your age. Okay, well, what's that age got you now, bro?
I was like, what that got to do with anything? You treated people with who they are in the now. Like, what? What?
And he talking
He
about
knew
he's a
better.
coach. He's a coach. He's a coach of one. He need to coach himself.
Yeah, he knew better. He was treating them like they were his kids. Don't
Hmm.
act like you were treating them the same age. Because the fact you were talking to Aaron J's dad, the fact you were, calling the guys together for meetings and just dictating to them, y'all weren't treating people like they were grown. It's like if they were your kids.
So
So, Shauna, you gave up your roster, your exes, you cut them off when you got married.
Well, I never had a roster, so to speak. But I did I had to let go a couple of my women friends, and one it didn't go so well. I was kind of I forcibly had to, our friendship had to end. You know, it didn't go so well. I'm telling you, it evaporated right before my eyes. I looked up and I said, "What happened?"
here's the get you gotcha. Diamond was willing to give up her friend,
Sister.
her sister friend of umpteen years, and Aaron couldn't give up homie lover friend of a few years, maybe even months. Oh, it's a cold world out here. I'm telling you, listen, it don't matter what age they are, okay? Some people gonna be who they are. Just pay attention to them, and when they get to deflecting and trying to be all up in everybody else's business, analyzing everybody else's thing, you might want to look at that as a red flag. When they are not self-aware of themselves, but can tell everybody else about them, yeah, that might be a cautionary flag. That's all I'm gonna say. It might be a cautionary flag. Now you might not care about flags. You might like running red lights. It's okay. Do you? All right. I just don't want to hear nothing when the accident happened. I don't want to hear you crying. Somebody know, I didn't know something was gonna die at the end. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. You chose to run through the red lights. You get you an Aaron H. Y'all remember that. Red lights, Aaron H. Red light, Aaron H. It's all y'all. It's on you,
J-
y'all.
Jay, maybe they're just not. He's borrowing their nail polish. It's just, that's why he keeps so many women friends around, so he have a different color for each nail, so he don't have to buy the bottles himself. He
You
just
know
borrows
which
them
nail
from
shop
his
to go
exes.
to. You know which nail shop to go to.
Hey,
You know,
he said, "I borrow blue from you, pink from you, yellow from you." You know, keep your friends close.
I'm wearing your color, baby. Look, it's on my finger.
There you go. That's it.
I watched this girl go to the
He,
nail shop, and while she was in the nail shop, she had the nail tech write a letter on her nail. She take a picture and send it to that one, and then do another nail and take a picture and send it to that one. Aaron, that's what you got to do, baby. Get the name written on the nail. Take that picture real quick, send it to him, and then switch it up real quick. You might have to pay a little extra, but you got it. You got it. You saw it, the pimping. It ain't tricking if you got it. You got it. You got it, sir. Anywho, any more before we move on from this couple? Because they've exhausted all my possibilities. Ooh, I sure forgot. I forgot those. Sorry, I'm reading a text message. Nothing else? Nothing else from these two?
Nope. Good luck and Godspeed.
All right. Well, moving right along. Our next couple not to make it will be Jody and Aaron. We kind of all foresee that coming. I'll say thank you, Jody, for finally telling this man the god daggone truth. Jesus, child. Whew, man. I thought she was really gonna leave here and keep lying to everybody, including herself. Lady, keep saying you're not gonna hurt him. Now he gotta watch this back and hurt all over because you was doing a lot of not hurting him through these episodes. Them face users making this little stuff you was saying. I hope there's some reason for it, but mm. Now she broke up after the gift. Elsie, get out of here. She was like, he buying diamond necklaces and stuff. I got to cut it off. I got to cut it off.
Jody know what she was doing. She broke up after the gift. She was just happy it wasn't a ring, that he wasn't that delulu. But come on now. Yeah, Aaron J is like giving you a gift, and Jody, play it for real. She wore the gift while breaking up with him. She wore the necklace while breaking up with him. Like, thank you. I'll wear my gift elsewhere because we're not together. Yeah. She played and she played till the end, and I'm fine with it. You know how some people on Love is Blind don't like the fact that people break up at the altar. It's like, okay, if this is how we got to do it on the last day, I'll do it on the last day. So she was like, thank you. And like, we're not on the same page, but thank you for the gift. And, she gave him a second chance at the dance. And we see Aaron J got lessons from Sandia. She was able to coach him. That's the favorite word of the day, I guess. She was able to coach him into having a better chance at dancing with Jody. But why would he do that in front of everybody? You already were nervous when it was just the two of you and the cameraman. Now you're going to do it in front of the whole table. I mean, like, dang. I would not have danced in front of everybody, but certainly we're glad that she did say, hey, we can be, why don't we be friends and part, amicably. But that was just about it. But she wore that necklace. I broke up with him. Jody. Oh, girl. Okay, I see you. Sean?
Yeah, this was so. I just don't like the way that, she did that. It's like waiting to the ninth hour. To me, it's like if I just want to stay in the house until the last day was a person. Because why she finally got the gumption to put words to it when the whole entire world could see, including everybody in the house, and you drag this out to the very last day, you know, till it was time for, there was no way anybody could tell you to go. That's when you finally said it, and then under the guise of I don't want to hurt his feelings. You weren't concerned about his feelings when you played him a million and one times, when you cringed every time he got close to you, when you said the kiss wasn't worth nothing, when you had more enthusiasm kissing Sandia than you did kissing him, when you had more fun with his daddy than you did with him. It's like, where was the courage and the honesty then? But I also have to hold Aaron accountable because he seemed like he was in a state of delulu, you know, kind of just like skipping in the sunset until she finally had this conversation. It's like, bro, we also need you to, have some self-awareness here. See where things aren't going. How many times you gonna what she shouldn't have even had to have that conversation with you, you know? So I get it, but I feel like she just wanted to stay in the house. I think they just made a pact to stay in we want to stay to the very last day, and we want our chance to get that furniture gift certificate. And that's that.
I don't know if they made a pact or production made a pact because, mind you, we done lost two couples prior. So Maybe if we didn't lose the two couples, we might have been able to lose Jody and Aaron somewhere down the line. But I think the fact that we already lost two couples prior to them, it might have been it could be a combination of the both too, Sean. It could be that they do want to stick it out to the end, or at least one of them does. And production is also is like, yo, we need these bodies. So, but I do agree. Aaron was definitely in the land of Delulu. He has never came out this whole time. He was just spinning on butterflies the whole time. So there we are. That man, I give him. He's a hopeless romantic. He's definitely a hopeless romantic to a fault. And listen, Aaron has. Most of us women can relate to this because Aaron has lived in a land that I think most of us have lived in, where that gray area, and this is what me and Coach always talk about in the dark arts category, where the gray area is where there's nothing really defined. The losing party, so to speak, in the whole thing gets to make up whatever they want in their head. And this man made up a fairy tale. A lot of us women do that in relationships. When we don't have a clear, cut, defined thing, we'll go with the defined thing of our choosing. So this is just a lesson that men can do it from time to time too. Is sometimes you got to be straightforward and clear with men, because just beating them around the bush and just showing them how much you don't like them sometimes turns some people on. Sometimes they just think you're of a challenge or you're too difficult, and they know it, because you like to say that. When you like to tell people I'm difficult, they're like, oh, okay, well, let me see if I can climb this mountain. Cool, I'm good.
You mean men do it too?
Oh,
Wow.
some grew up watching Disney as well. It's not only this women.
Well, I'm gonna leave Aaron alone. He seems like a really nice guy.
He is.
Seemed very harmless in the show. He didn't do nothing to bother nobody. So I'm going to just reserve my comments and
I'm just
wish him the
speaking on,
best.
I'm just speaking on, you gotta sometimes wake up and live in reality a little bit. You can't just be living in a story that you tell yourself in your head.
Yeah, you're right.
But hey, did he say he was talking to anybody at the end of it?
I don't even think Taronda asked him.
Oh,
she, she didn't want to get into it.
she was picking and choosing on who she gonna ask that question to, because she
That's
asked
Or,
Jody.
or it was edited out.
Did ask Jody, and I'm glad to hear that Jody said that she's deciding to stay on the bench. That was good. I
And
was.
she's open.
Yep, and she said she don't know if it's gonna be a man or a woman.
Well, we
So
knew
hey,
this already.
yeah, well that's news flash.
News flash.
We saw the kiss. We saw the playing in the hair. Come on.
I saw the exit. I heard the exit speech. Sandia, you're like the greatest. I love me some Sandia. Of course you do, ma'am. Calm down. She is somebody else's woman. Jeez. Whew. Now her and Chris is competing over Sandia.
You know. Well, he said women still make bad decisions. Taraja should have said, "Yeah, she did. She's still with you." That's the she. After you are actually right, Chris. Women do make bad decisions.
I don't argue with you anymore.
She is still with you. So, her decision making is in question for sure.
I don't know why
Just
Taronda
jump to the other
set
couple
herself up for
already.
that. I don't know why Taronda set herself up for that one right there. I was like, this man is about to tell you, yep. He's about to say, yes, I still think so. She was funny. Still, Sandy is still trying to validate herself, but there's that. Bambi, go away from me, okay?
Well, she became a nurse.
Okay, well, she's
All
gonna
right.
have to quit that job soon. She keep hanging around him.
He lurking in the background like she was
That's
all season.
that's it with them eyes. Them eyes looking. She's gonna be looking and watching her life fade away.
Hey, well, but here's the okay. Since we're on to them right now, here's the beauty about their situation is that Chris does seem to be making a 85-degree step towards the 180. He's being more open. He's considering her feelings. I don't know if he's taking her feelings in full account, but he listens. He listens now. She can say some things and how she feels on things. So we're getting somewhere. So she says.
She gets to be a full grown adult and have an opinion. Ooh, let's celebrate that. That's oh my God. Woo! she's a free woman. I'm free now.
Baby steps.
That's it. Well, good
Listen,
luck and
listen,
God
listen.
bless.
We just celebrated Juneteenth, and we all know that it took 2 years for it actually to really fully go into effect after. So maybe now. No, not 90. He's not at a full 90 yet. That's still halfway there. He's not fully halfway there yet.
But my mama likes you.
Of course she does.
And your mama like me.
Okay.
The families have met.
Well, listen,
families
they like
have
it. They like it. I love it.
The families have met, or she met his family?
No, she said that he's met her family as well.
Okay. Your family will get you into some troublesome relationships. Listen.
They're probably just glad that she's still within the culture dating.
And the same, and vice versa,
Again, your families will have you in some troublesome relationships just because it's culture.
And his mama's like, good. Somebody else can deal with him. She wants a break. She probably wants a little break. But you never know. They might prove us wrong.
Who would have thought they're still together?
I guess
I did.
Maybe what's his face? Who got the gift card? Josh and Shay need to transfer that gift card over to them.
Yeah, I did think that they will still be together, to be honest with you. Because not Shay, Sandia was just like, yeah, I'm gonna put up with a lot of things. So those usually last a lot longer than they supposed to.
I thought the streets would be calling Chris a lot louder and he would be, in them streets.
Well, he might be. Maybe she just letting him cheat in peace.
Oh, while she's working the night shift?
Could be. Because Chris has never been shy about what he thinks. And she's the one that tries to twist things around and change what he's saying to fit whatever else. But he's been telling her out in the open, giving her all the ammunition of who he is, and she's willing to take it.
Yep. So kudos to them. Much love to them. Salute. Hopefully 2 years later they're still together. We have no clue. All right. We going off of the 4 years after the show aired. Josh and Shay. Josh and Shay left together. Everything was good. We had a plan on moving in, and fortunately, life has happened. And I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I don't really feel bad for Shay because I'm just like, sis, it sounds like he was going through some rough times, and you were just like, oh, well, you figure it out and call me. I'm just trying to figure out because I'm just like, you knew you was never really going to be priority in this man's life. He got 2 kids, first of all. That's outside of you. And until y'all start living together, this is just my logic. This may not be true in real life. I just don't see how you would be anybody's priority when you're not living together, especially in the same state. And this person has kids and responsibilities in the first. Then he loses a bunch of people. And the most she just says is, oh, condolences, but I'm not about to chase after the man. Ma'am, you still in these streets partying. It's okay. Just admit that part. And just admit it. You got trust issues because you still in these streets yourself. You want to sit here and say, he not serious, but are you? Did you even try to call him? Check in, say, hey, I know it's been some time. It's been some time since, your friend passed, your people's passed. You good? You all right? Mm, I don't know. I don't know. What y'all think about these two?
I think they was doing too much sexing and not enough getting to know each other in the other ways. You know, there's different levels of intimacy, and I think they were too focused on the physical. Is physical intimacy important? 100%. But I think if that is all your relationship consists of, then when it comes time for the other aspects of intimacy, you're lacking because they end in the house. They're not talking about what they're gonna do and all the things that they're willing, working on. They're talking about let's just go screw in each and every room, you know? And that's cute, but that doesn't make for a long lasting connection. You gotta firm up that foundation, and it's unfortunate. They seem to have good chemistry, but that's not all a relationship makes, and I think they didn't spend enough time focusing on their relationship and tending to each other.
They were too focused on steaming up the room that they were in that they were blinded by the fog. It was just, let's get it together. Let's get together. But the foundation of it wasn't there. Like I said, I think it was last week, Shay's going to have to be a stepmom and you're going to have to see what it is day to day. That's a huge transition. And the thing is that, if you've not had that before, we don't know Shay's dating history. If you've not been a stepmom or, to, a significant other's children, you don't know. You don't know how you're going to react to the roommate that is the mother of his kid. I mean, that is a whole lot of stuff that you got to deal with um, when you're with him. I think when he said she wasn't supportive, I think the relationship was tanking even before then. Because when she said, I sent my condolences, it's like, I think they were done before that. I don't want to say it was like a undercut because, his last interview, it looked like a hotel room. So I don't know what the, last, text messages or whatever they had together, but it seemed like they were done before all the tragedies. And it is tragedy. I mean, that holiday season for Josh, I cannot imagine. Uncle, longtime friend, and this longtime friend who was on the show, I was like, how are you even going to maintain a relationship with all that grief? There's so much going on there. But yeah, they were done before. And who got the gift card? Who got a gift card?
Hey, it was an even number, 25-25. Wrap that up. Split it. Let's go. Split that.
Oh, we still splitting? We ain't married. We ain't got to split assets.
Well, we won this gift card together. Split that. Split assets. This is a gift card we won as being a couple. Split that. What did you talk about? What the what?
Okay.
Split it. Okay. I see. I can't let you hold the gift card off top. I see this now. See, if we ever win anything together, you not holding the money. That's it.
Where's that say in the contract? Where's the fine print on that gift card that if we break up, I gotta split it with you?
We already spent that 3 months ago. As soon as we left up out of here, before we got on that plane, we was going to the spot to go split this gift card.
Because I know I don't have kids, so I can still go to Texas, and I need to furnish my apartment in Texas.
Again, before we get on that plane, what we about to do is go ahead and divvy it up. You can give me 25 cash now. Or, we can go to this place, cash this in and do what we got to do. But I'm leaving here with something.
Oh, you got some before we left the house.
No, you got some too. I'm leaving here with something. We both got something, and we both gonna leave with something. All right, hand me over mines, and we one more tussle before these cameras go down.
Come over here, baby girl.
It'd be one more tussle in this house. Oh yeah, I hear y'all though. It was a hard winter for him, and I've you know what? To be honest with you, I've known many relationships not to work through those times when people are grieving so hard like that. So it's not uncommon for that to happen, that people just start backing off and spending time elsewhere when they're grieving. So you gotta be kind of like locked in with that person. After 12 years, I'm just like, I don't know. It just sounds like she likes to say that Josh wasn't serious, but let's run this back. You never showed Josh. Thank you, Akira. Got her started. You never showed Josh to your peoples. Never introduced them to your peoples. None of this stuff like that. But he introduced you to his. Outside of the one friend that you got into it with, that's probably like the only person. Hell, I mean, at least you knew that friend, because you said it was a rocky start there. So we know you introduced you to his friend. He introduced you to, I think he said his mom or somebody. He's been introducing you into his life, but you never introduced him. But he's the unserious one. Oh, okay. So because you're going to use a story of him having a baby with the roommate as he's not really been serious. He out here doing his thing, only to find out he hasn't been doing nothing but grieving. That's rich. Tell us you just wanted some free D and a trip to Cali. You know, right? You know, people been flew out before, so it is what it is, baby girl.
But do we believe them? Because they went on a break for 2 years and got back together.
A month before the show aired, huh?
But then she said that they would have never met if it hadn't been for the show. So you mean like that to me was what threw me.
It's a long bus ride from Miami to Memphis.
We still got to take buses nowadays with Southwest and Spirit and
I mean, if a bus can
JetBlue.
get you to them in 12 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's only y'all couldn't figure the show is the only way.
I'm just saying, okay. And now it's starting to make sense why in the Facebook, and I'm just gonna take it off subject a little bit off the screen, because you know I'll be up in the little group spine and stuff. So in the groups, there's been this argument about finances between Aaron H and Shay. Now, one can argue, in 12 years, y'all have never seen each other. Finances must be shaky somewhere there. But then they could still have that same argument in 5 years with all the businesses you have. How somebody couldn't, at least at the most, you might be too busy to fly out yourself, but you couldn't fly nobody in.
Well, he got the budget. Aaron H doesn't have the budget for his nails because that's the what y'all pay to get them nails done could be 100, 200. That's a flight right there. So he had to make a choice if he wants to get his nails done or if he want to see Diamond.
Oh, we talking about Shay and Josh.
Oh, I thought you said Aaron.
That was the second. That's what I said. And
that's
Aaron,
the second one.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Josh, we know he watches the show. I mean, he watches, the channel rather. So maybe he'll come clarify in terms of what happened financially, but it definitely looks like he wasn't invested enough to send some money for Shay to come down and see him in Tennessee. It didn't seem that way.
That sounds like nobody was really invested enough. You know what I'm saying? You could buy rings. We could pay for tattoos, but we can't buy no.
You
tickets.
can't get her on a flight. I mean, he looked like he would have got his money's worth if he the way that it was going at it. It wasn't like she's gonna give him the Jody treatment. So she got his money's worth. Like, hey, brother, you sent her down for a weekend. Woo!
I'm just saying, one of my old things, I done met up in New Orleans, and then I was back out here in Cali. I done flew out there to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? They done flew out here to Cali, And we was in college, so I don't know. These ground people.
That's right, Jay. You can get in the car, worst case scenario. Get in your car.
It don't. The transmission won't let it go that far.
You could give up a brunch or two.
You know, you'll find out if there's some in another state. I don't know. I mean, I listen. I'm gonna tell y'all back in the day when I used to go from my campus and my mom lived in Texas. I used to take the Greyhound to see my mama. No shame in it. You know what I'm saying? It was a dangerous ride at that time. It might be a little more dangerous now, but I did it.
We can't put Lil Shay on a Greyhound. I guess what's his name? Aaron. I'm not Aaron. Josh would need to be the one to get on the Greyhound because they would snatch Little Shay up and her little piece of dresses.
Uh, Sean, I think you
Yes.
underestimate Shay.
No, I'm not
Ooh,
underestimating her, but I'm just talking about the trafficking that happens. The best of women can get taken advantage of. So I would say let it be on the man to do the traveling.
but then she doesn't get flued in.
Well, she wasn't getting flued nowhere. We trying to get him bust out.
Wait,
Bust
stop,
out so
yes.
so he can get a bust down.
You get bust down.
Down. She can bust it open. Bust out so she can bust it open.
I'm just saying the way that Southwest used to throw them deals around back in the day, everybody was flying here, there, everywhere. I know I stayed with $130 something ticket around trip on some places. I'm just saying, hell, I would have got a, pay the next day loan or something, what's that? Pay by the check, pay by your next check or whatever loan, payday loan.
Not a payday loans. Those are taking people out.
They would, but I would have took my trip on that real quick.
But it's like, who's going to who? Because he can't go to her because he can't stay with her because she stayed with her mama.
He
And
should
then
have sent for her.
and if he says for her, he's still living with the roommate.
No, but you just get a room. They could get a
I
hotel room.
can't afford a flight. I'm going to
You can get
afford.
a room for $100 a night. Come on now.
Oh, please
This is
do
what
tell, Sean. Do tell.
You can get a room. I mean, listen,
12 years
the,
ago.
they could have definitely got a little something in Tennessee, no less. It's not like they're in a major metropolitan city somewhere that is very expensive to travel. You know, get a decent little room somewhere.
Not can't be the Peabody Hotel, of course.
Got to be a little
You
rough.
know, they can get what do you call them?
What do you call them, Sean?
And a little telly situation.
Mhm. Mm. All right. Well, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Listen, I'm not trying to judge anybody. I've lived life, and I definitely traveled. That's one thing for sure. I've been on the road. I've been in the air. I got there by train. I got there by plane. I got there however I am, Sam. I am.
What's that? That's a song. You can
That's
catch me by
right.
railway.
It was gonna catch me, midnight train to Georgia. However I got there, I was going to be there. You know, listen, I just feel like both parties weren't as serious as they needed to be to make this have work. So there's that. But you never know where we are today. Do she still have the tattoo? Is the question because we know she had an appointment to have it removed, which I've been told I've never had none removed. Had one covered up, but I've been told that is very much more painful than getting the actual tattoo. And for a person that doesn't like pain, I wonder if she went through with it, or is that tattoo still lingering with the memories of it all? Reminisce on the love we had. Let me just dust that off a little bit.
I think she was just saying it to say it's going to be removed. It will be easier to cover it up. I think she was just like, you know what, I'm going to remove him all the way, out of my life, off of my body. But we did warn about this. Why are you getting matching tattoos? What happens at the end? What happens if y'all break up? Oh
Hold
my
up.
gosh.
Hold up. Wait. Hey, boo.
Ooh,
Boo. Boo.
Expert testimony.
Yeah, exactly, because we got matching tattoos. First of all, we ain't broke up yet, huh, baby? Ain't no breaking up with me, right?
I said if. This is being recorded, Jay.
Ain't no breaking up with me, right? Are you not gonna answer? Huh? Yes, you. I said, you breaking up with me anytime soon? No. Exactly. We got matching tattoos. Yeah, we need another one. We need another one? Yeah. Heck no, I ain't gonna show y'all my tattoo. Hello, I'll show y'all part of it because y'all know y'all be trying to identify me. It is not the matching tattoos, it's the name. I told you cannot get names tatted on you. The matching tattoos have different things now. There's a lot of people with matching tattoos still together to this day. Just a matter of who you get it with. You know, you got the sister tattoos and all that stuff. This is true. Tattoos do last longer than relationships because they're going to be on you till the end of your life, El said. Yes, they didn't get the name, and I don't know why she would get it covered up. It's like, girl, if you enjoyed the yin yang of it all, because that's what you said you was getting it for, you should be able to switch that story. You know, I was able to switch my baby daddy's name for a while. I'm gonna say baby daddy right now because he didn't respond to my happy Father's Day, so I'm kind of mad about it.
Maybe did he change his number, Jay?
I don't know, probably. And you know what? No, this is the sad part of going to make y'all laugh real quick because I went through the text messages and it's every year, Happy Father's Day. I mean, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Merry Christmas, all this to me, and I never say anything like.
Well, now see you got your petty payback because he said I'm not
No,
sick of you.
I say thank you when he sends it to me, but I never send it out to him.
Oh, so he was like, "That's it."
Right. The one time I
I'm
go
sick.
to the
This is
text.
a one way. So now you want to say something? Sit on it. I changed my number since we don't need to communicate anytime outside of a holiday.
We don't. His child is grown. What more do we need to talk about? All right, back to the show. Anyway, yeah. So much for them. Uh, okay, Elsie, go away.
What else said say?
It's in our private chat. I'm not about to deal with her today. Yep, there's the petty. It's going around again. The petty is going around.
Else said.
Else said, "Jeez, Jesus, Jesus."
Sorry, I didn't know we were supposed to bring out decorum tonight. Sorry.
On this Good Friday, after we done got through this show without any fights on the last two episodes.
We just got our Freedom Papers Wednesday. I thought we was free.
Nope. We'll be free soon.
But Shay says that Josh gets around.
Only to find out he is not talking to nobody right now.
He said
is that her trust issues? Well, hell,
he said he's not dating anybody. That doesn't mean nothing.
He's not dating anybody. He got little people he talked to here and there, but he ain't dating nobody. It ain't nothing serious.
Well, that was the case with Shay.
Hello. Case with Shay, case with the baby mama.
Exactly. It's never serious.
Until it is. Until it is.
Well, at least she left without a kid involved.
That we know about.
Okay.
Well. Anyways, who was looking phenomenal? Who was looking phenomenal in their 4-month visit was Millie. Okay, I was like, okay, Bob. Bob was bobbing. I see you, Millie girl. But then we had to find out that they end up going on a little break for a little while. Arguments. That I'm pretty sure she took it too far. But it's okay. She's working on herself, and they're working back on it together. And he has gotten in that car, y'all. He's gotten in that car and made that little 30-minute drive over the hill. Okay. Okay. LA is not that far. Clueless told y'all anything in over 15 minutes. I don't know where you're at. So it should take you 15 minutes to get there. So they're still working it out. Their pictures together. They was the only one that had updated pictures together. So I can believe that they're working on some things together. And yeah.
They spent Thanksgiving together
Mm-hmm.
and some other holidays. I wonder if he remembered her birthday. I'm sure he did. But she wore his favorite color. And it was just seeming like, we close enough that we could have a situationship. You could still come on over. It did not look like a long-standing, committed relationship.
We're working on it, Elsie. Jesus, you just want people to jump in, okay? She got some things to work through. We just watched this lady go through some things. She was blowing up at Chris every 5 seconds. Man.
And she said they had a bad argument and some things came out. I wonder who was the one saying the bad things. The way she was being so nice to him, I think it was her saying the mean things.
Well, she kind of did say it. She kind of did say it that, she's working on herself.
She working on not calling a man the B word? Is that what we're working on?
As long as the man is not Chris. As long as the man is not Chris. Oh, Lord, Sean back in witness protection. Ooh, you got a tan. You red. Hey, Red. Hey, Red.
My laptop is acting funny, so sorry.
That's okay.
Should I wear a cap too? Because apparently we're wearing the same shirt.
We're twinning. Twin, where have you been? I had to make up for, the last time.
And you're right. Yes, they both have some things to work out, but Millie had a lot more things to work out. Her things was being volatile. Hers is coming out.
I like them. Still. I'm rooting for them. Oh, Jay said today is Millie's birthday. Shout out to Millie. Baby girl, happy birthday to you.
Let's hope Greg remembered.
Well, they should be out celebrating somewhere right now, not too far from here. They're probably at, Bow or Tao or, Maestro's, something, something nice. Something.
What's the crab place?
Which one? Crustaceans?
Crustaceans. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, something nice, It's right in Hollywood, so it's not too far over the hill. I'm suspecting, traffic-wise, it might be, a little something, but get nice, get cute, go eat, enjoy. I do still have hopes too, Sean, that they still together. Actually, this was the one couple that at the end of this not at the end of the episode, but by the time everybody else was leaving out the house, I was like, this is the one who got a real fair shot at making it to me. I wasn't seeing Chris and Sandy at all, but they actually did. So congrats to them. But yeah, Millie and Greg, I was like, I still got high hopes. I got high hopes.
Greg, how's that plan working?
Well, it's working better than Aaron H's because Millie's still in rotation.
I don't think she'll like that word rotation.
Maybe not.
Jay, you about to get cussed out in your favorite color.
Should be okay on the roster, rotation, whatever. He's still figuring things out. He said he's still willing to work on it and be there. Why are you scared, my baby?
Greg looking like he's moving from the Lenny Kravitz to the Maxwell of it all. His hair grew.
Fortunate to find you, girl.
What's the song we always sing?
Fortunate.
No.
That's Fortunate. That's what Greg was saying when he seen her. He like, shoot, looking over there. I'm about to hop in the car now.
That's it. Pick you up.
Come see you.
Yeah, Millie
he was around the corner. He was around the corner. Or he was outside the house or the apartment complex. He wasn't that far.
They seem to still have good chemistry, and I believe them. You know, they seem like they genuinely liked each other. Like when she came on, he lit up, and vice versa. She was nice to him too. She didn't cuss him when she saw him. Hey, hey, baby girl.
That's my
your
boo.
twin.
That's
Your
my boo
twin.
right there. That's who I got matching tattoos with. You know what I'm saying? We still together, El Cid. We still together.
That's not what I meant.
We still together. This still my baby.
That will be your baby forever. But that ain't what I meant. Don't twist it. Okay? Don't twist it.
Don't get at us. Don't pray. Don't get us. Okay, don't get at us.
You're getting Bambi excited in the back too.
Because she knows she's leaving. All right, give me 1 second. Let me let her out. Y'all continue though.
Greg got to say one bad thing and Millie will go off on him. Once he can no longer take Millie's heat, he will be done. Roasted. Ding! Put a fork in him.
I think Greg might have put it on Millie a little bit, like he said, because she seemed rather nice when she saw him.
But they still had an argument.
Yeah, she
And
don't argue.
still had a break.
She can't help it.
Well, all I gotta say is whether or not they're together is how well he does tonight for her birthday. How about that?
Oh, I hope they're together for her birthday.
Let's hope it's a trip somewhere or something really, really what she wants.
Really special. Well, they're in that window now because she was saying between 32 and 34, she wants to be settled down. She wants to have kids by a certain time. So if this was in 2022, on the cusp of 2022 and 2023.
So he better be proposing tonight is what you're saying.
They better be at some type of precipice, you know?
Well, she told him he had 6 months, and that was the 4-month checkup.
Maybe that's why Greg got cussed. That's why he got cussed.
I've been checking your credit card bills. You know, I don't see any jewelry stores.
Millie is she's Jamaican, I think, so she got that extra spice and nothing nice. So
what y'all say? Greg live now? I don't follow Greg, so I don't even know. Somebody send it to me. Send it to me. I might pull it up.
You better be proposing.
El Cid, Jesus, is your end goal marriage? They just trying to see if they're trying to be in a relationship.
I'm just saying, we were talking about, her timeline was 6 months. He said 2 years. We are at the point where her at the 4-month mark, they had an argument. Sean said maybe because 2 months coming up to the 6 months, and now it's the 2 years. He said, and he said he had a plan. So I am just holding Greg accountable. And I'm sure Millie would appreciate a ring.
We don't know. No. We can't hold him accountable because we don't know the inner workings of the plan. We just know he has a plan. Now, if the plan says breach of contract, if you start being up here calling me out a bitch, UNITY, like we got to keep it together. You cannot be sitting here cussing me up and down these streets like you was doing all in this house and all this stuff like that. So she might have not gone according to plan, and she derailed the plan altogether. So I'm not about to sit here and just hold him to, I got a plan 2 years later, and you can just do whatever to me. She gotta be doing her part of the plan too.
Jay, he wrote 2 years on the dry erase board at the game.
2 years on a dry erase board, that does not tell us the inner workings of the plan.
But he did say 2 years, so I'm going to be looking at you. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years, and I am waiting to miss my birthday.
2 things for certain. Y'all do not let El Cid hold the money. And you also do not give her a definite date. Otherwise, you're going downhill from here.
You better ask for an amendment. You better call Congress together and say, I wish to amend this.
I'm holding a small council.
There you go. Hear ye, hear ye.
Oh, never mind us. Sean's over here looking it up. Sean, you looking up the live?
Yeah, I don't see her live.
No, he must have did it right
I
after.
do see a picture of them on his stories.
Okay, was that with a time date on there?
Yeah, it's during her birthday.
Okay, so we still working out. Maybe today. You know, I don't. Maybe I'm gonna say maybe not propose today because we've seen how some people get mad when you propose on the birthday. That's not the day they want you to propose on. So don't do it today. But a few days from now, maybe, you know, while y'all still riding the high of a birthday, then maybe. So you can fit in Elsie's timeline as well.
The timeline you said. Don't tell me dates. Don't give me numbers. I work with numbers. Don't give me numbers for me not to compute them. Okay.
From watching the camera, he ain't innocent. I don't know that whatever happened was inappropriate to say the least. Wait, oh, y'all must be talking about Josh and Shay.
Yeah.
Tyra, that's we don't know. We know, you know, whatever it is, we know they were inappropriate. We know both of them. I don't know why Alexis want to come on here and act like she was, he not my type and all that. You, ma'am, you went in the hallway following him. So either way it go, you were still doing something inappropriate too. If it's not your type or not, you just wanted to entertain him and stuff while he got a girl, ma'am. You're not innocent. So. But yeah. Anywho, was that all the couples already? Yeah, that was everybody, huh?
Was it? Okay.
Oh, we did get catch up. We did get catch up with Dom and Alexis and Brandon and Sienna. Sienna said that they still talk from time to time, but you know, Brandon was like, "Yeah, we talk, but I'm kind of like seeing other people. I'm seeing some folks."
Well, she said she was going to visit.
Yeah, he also said that they was planning a trip that she might come on, but he said he's seeing folks. My guy said he's not putting all his eggs in this basket no more.
So, but I thought he want the crazy coochie. That's what that is. And Sienna was looking good too with her hair wild like that. You know, I like that hair wild and crazy. He wanted some of that crazy cooch. That's what he's trying to get into. I'm sorry.
He kissing people down at a concert. I mean, come on now. Really? You community property now?
It was given more so the way he was saying it, like, yeah, she's trying to go on a trip with me. It's almost like she's inviting herself. I don't know what's going on with these two. I don't think it's going to get better after this was aired if they still talking. Why does Sean has a pause on the crazy cooch? That don't make sense. That's not a pausable moment.
If the crazy fits.
Yeah, but for Sean
saying CJ said he didn't look well. Well, listen, crazy attracts crazy. So at the end of the day,
was casting consultant for the show. Not sure what that means. She's casting them right now. That means that they're coming back. They're coming with another season.
She's casting for the Never Ever Mets.
That's what I'm saying. A consultant. Oh, she was casting consultant. Oh, okay. So this, with Dom.
Well, that makes sense because
Dom went
Dominique was on there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Dom said he slid into Millie's DMs and Greg caught him. Are we checking our significant other's DMs?
Well, Millie must have showed her because you know Millie, she don't look like she don't play those games.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what y'all setup is, you know, however you want to arrange your marriage, that's what it is. So however you want to arrange your relationship, maybe that was the argument. And that's how we got to start to checking into the DMs and all this stuff, you know. Now we checking each other's DMs. I don't know.
Nah, me and El said when you stepped away to see baby girl off, me and El said got to the bottom of it, and the argument was because of that timeline that we were talking about. That's what it was. Millie is like, listen, I got to get by a certain point in time. She was like, she needs to be settled down.
Well, if that's what Millie wanted, Millie should have been on that job about 20 years ago, to be honest with you. Okay. So, ma'am, you can't wait to the last 2 years and then be like, oh, pressure cooker for the next man that comes along. That's just not how that works. You just want to hurry up and jump into a situation so he can just deal with your crazy and be stuck with your crazy.
Millie, if it don't work out with Greg, I'm here.
Sean, how long you gonna deal with the crazy?
I don't know. Let's not, you know.
Dom said that Greg don't have that. He ain't having it.
Greg
Careful, Sean.
Well, I said if it don't work out.
This is her birthday. You giving
Don
out
at least
presents?
being respectful and waiting.
I'm rooting for them legitimately, but look, I don't have a problem with that time frame. So if Greg can't figure it out, then hey, pass the torch, Greg.
Baby girl, if you don't like Greg's gift, I could be a gift to you.
Sean gonna speak before he know the name. He like,
I'm gonna sound like Chris for a little bit. Jay Say So says, leave the crazy. Every woman has a little crazy to them, so you just got to figure out if your crazy can match my crazy. All women, y'all got a little crazy to you. Come on now.
Elle said looking crazy, so you know she got some crazy. Look at her.
You know she got crazy going on.
The looks that she just gave right now. She like, don't put my crazy out there. Don't put my crazy out there.
Just keep it quiet.
Exactly. Her husband love her crazy. We ain't even worried about it. That man love that crazy over there. He loved the crazy from the first day he met it.
He wanted to tame the crazy. And she was like, I know you crazy because you want to tame my crazy.
She said, only I can tame this crazy. Now watch this.
And she said, well, hey, you know what you're getting. So I like it. You love it. Let's make it work.
Well, we'll figure it out.
No return receipt.
But if that Scorpio can't do it, Sean can't. Listen, Sean is a Scorpio too. I don't know how this gonna work. If one Scorpio can, the other can.
Hey, maybe he's a November Scorpio. I'm an October Scorpio. So, the November Scorpio is slightly different.
Right. So, you lucky my baby girl gone before you said that. She'd be like, what?
Sorry. There's always an exception.
And she a different kind of crazy too. So there's that.
And look, somebody got to be able to deal with my crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just CJ. That's blasphemy.
That's blasphemy.
That is, I will not. And technically, I'm on the cusp because I'm October 30th. I'm the day. There's one more day left in the month.
So he a mixture of crazy. Oh Lord, now he's trying to find boundaries on you.
Shanice, the disrespect. That's just disrespectful.
As just Rhonda calls her, the lovely diamond.
The lovely diamond. Listen, I'm not gonna say nothing about Diamond. The way she talked about Shay up in them Facebook posts and Reddit posts, and I want to leave Diamond in peace.
So she don't leave you in pieces.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, but
I ain't got the energy. The last few months have been crazy. I can't do too much tussling.
Listen, I'm gonna have peace by one way or the other. So if you want to come being petty, I'm gonna be in peace in my petty too, because I rest in my petty very well.
Now, Jay, you built different, because Lord have mercy.
I was born on a petty hill.
When them people start getting to bothering you in your comments, oh my gosh, Jay, it's a sport for her. So y'all don't get to bothering Jay in her comments.
That's why Aaron only made one comment and left me alone. I was nice to him too. That was nice. He gave me 5, like Drew Hill. He was like, 1, these are the things. 2, he listed out 5 things and stuff. And so I hit him with the Brian McKnight. We're gonna bring it back to 1. And we did come to find out they've been arguing up and through. When he keep telling me, how you gonna tell me 2 years later y'all don't argue, and then at the end of the show, I'm still on that. At the end of the show, that y'all not together because y'all been arguing.
I see he loves to have his lists.
Yeah, he has I think Aaron H unfortunately has a problem with the truth, because they, you'll deny the truth if it's looking right at you, because they're talking about they don't argue. Meanwhile, Diamond said they didn't have one too many arguments, and that's why they couldn't make it. They could barely make it out the house.
He's still running around telling everybody they don't argue. Of course, y'all don't argue, don't talk.
Y'all not together.
What y'all gonna argue about? Up until that point, me and Diamond, that's probably what he's trying to say. Up until that point, me and Diamond never had an argument. Okay. Yeah, all right. Sure.
Okay.
Because y'all creating arguments with other people and watching them, go through destruction. But now y'all got to sit in it.
Dr. Allie warned them. My baby girl, she warned them last week. She was like, listen, don't get too fixated on other folks. Don't let that be the way that bonds you guys.
Well, they were, and then they got outside. One party was still fixated on other folks. I mean, he's a coach. You gotta do what you gotta do as a coach. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of team out there. You can't just focus on one player. That's what can you do? What can he do? I don't know.
Isn't there? Aaron talks about. They talk about the word, and Diamond was quoting scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that scripture she quoted. I need to look up Mark 11:24. I think that's what she said. I don't know if that was the exact, scripture.
It was Mark or Matthew. I heard it.
I think it was Diamond, Book of Diamond, because that breakdown, I wasn't too sure. But I know there is a scripture that says, let your works speak for themselves. And Aaron H needs to let more of his work speak for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That was the problem with this couple, is they were too busy touting themselves and talking about all the things they could do, and your work should speak for itself. If you are bearing fruit, people should be able to see it. A lemon tree doesn't shout, I'm a lemon tree, I'm here. You see the lemons that are produced from the trees. Mm-hmm. So I think that's, if one thing they learned, I hope they learned that lesson. Because
what was the scripture?
What did she say? Mark 11:24. Listen, I might be paraphrasing. Elsie takes great notes.
She does.
Oh no, I didn't write that down because I was like, you being preachy. I ain't here for it.
You dismissed it.
Totally dismissed it.
Next.
Okay, Blossom has the notes. Wonderful, Blossom.
Oh, I was right. Look at that.
Okay, I was about to say, because it's looking like what I'm about to read right here or whatever. This is why I tell you all the things you pray and ask for. Have faith that you will receive them and you will have them. Okay, well, did you pray for a cheating man or? Okay, let me stop. I don't know what she prayed for.
How are we spelling pray for her?
Well, no. Well, you know what? No. Let's see, because she says,
Yawn.
I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it again. This is why I tell you all the things you pray and ask for, have faith that you will receive them and you will have them. Now, she was praying on people's downfall. I'm just saying. Sometimes prayer is a double-edged sword. You gotta, that's why you need to be specific on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you should just really pray the best into people. Pray the best into people. That's what I could just say. If you ain't got nothing good to say Nathan.
So she just wanted a husband. or
Amen.
someone who was a husband before,
Amen.
or someone who will be a quality husband to her.
Let the
What
church
did
say amen.
what did she pray for?
Amen.
And
Amen. She prayed for amen.
okay, and she got one. My thing is, when I was in that phase of praying for someone with an A, not an E, when I was praying for someone, it would also be the caveat that I recognize who was sent. And maybe she could not recognize that this was not the one sent for her.
Well, because you're doing half prayers. When you pray, you also must pray. And I think Tyler Perry and Medea said it best. You know what I'm saying? You need to pray for the eyes to see and recognize that you are in a healed enough space to know the person when you see them.
But Jay, also the scriptures are so important, because if we skip down, so when you're reading the scripture too, and I think Diamond might have just selected that one verse, because you got to go up one and down one. So if you go down one, it says, and who, whenever you stand praying, if you have anything against anyone, forgive them, that your Father in heaven may also forgive you your trespasses. But if you do not forgive, neither will your Father in heaven forgive your trespasses. So if they're operating from a place of unforgiveness, they're holding things against other people, talking about everybody's hating on them, the Father's not going to forgive you, because you don't have a forgiveful heart. So it's the heart is what's important. So Diamond, that scripture might have captured something, but you need to go up one and down one, sis, to make sure you fully capture the scripture and get what you want.
And forgive Shay and Josh for winning the gift card.
We about to get married, are y'all? It sound like y'all have been trying to get this gift card back too. But y'all don't need it. You got businesses. What you need it for? You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least, because this was like $5,000 in home stuff. At least they were having a plan to actually live together. It was talked about throughout the house. Now, was it going to be executed? Maybe not. It wasn't. But they at least was talking about having a plan. Y'all wasn't even planning on living together. Y'all just was like, we engaged. I didn't hear no plan going forward from the engagement. Like, what we gonna do?
While she's in Florida and he's in Cali?
Yeah. Coaching. There's another coach that was out here that had this problem. His last name is Dixon. And there's another coach that was out here that had this problem too. Nia Long used to talk to him. I don't know. Maybe the coaches is not to know better than the players. You might have a better chance with the players than the coaches out here in these streets. I don't know.
Yeah, but how about those Celtics? They're on a good streak.
Hello.
They can
do the thing. Amen. No, I love me some green. That's my East Coast. That's my East Coast team.
Oh, my poor baby girl, Nia Long.
So after is he still the coach there? Okay, so they just need to get rid of him to win the championship?
Sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to get rid of a bad coach to win a championship,
Okay. Just checking.
Football do it all the time.
Just checking.
If you did not realize, you can get rid of coaches too. You do not have to just hold on to a coach. So there is always that plan. So Diamond, you can get rid of the coach. Stop being coached. See, had he coached her properly, if she was coachable.
He couldn't coach his own daughter properly. Come on now.
Hey, Diamond wasn't coachable because she wasn't willing to listen to anybody else other than herself. So.
Yeah, his daughter. I still can't believe how the daughter aired him out.
The daughter's like, yeah, daddy, you is full of it. You done gave a proposal about a year ago, bro. Like, knock this crap out. I'm not learning nobody new. But here's the catch to that, though. The daughter must not like Diamond.
She must not.
She don't know Diamond.
Oh, he didn't bring his daughter. He just brought the friend, right?
Yeah.
Right. But remember, he has 6 kids. You know, it's better to
I-
bring a friend than to choose between your kids.
yeah, choose amongst them. But why did he choose that? Was that daughter that he called his eldest daughter?
Might
We
be.
don't know.
Maybe they ran out of footage after all them kids. They had to go down the list.
If I tell you, I told you all these women be wanting to talk to me, and when they want to talk to me, they just get close to my, my mom and my kids. What what would you think? What would you say back to me?
That you ain't got proper reins on neither the women nor your family, because you need to put the brakes on that. And you at least need to coach your family to know when people are trying to come at you from their angle. But no, you just let it run helter skelter because you want to be able to pick a card for any play at any time. And you take them around your family probably for them to feel special and for them to feel like they have the opportunity with you. See, when he said that, I was like, no. You bring them around your family because how else they going to know your family? You take them to the cookout and they think since they met your mama that they in there, and then you're like, oh no, the next cookout is somebody else and you were just part of the roster. Yeah, he likes selling dreams.
My used car salesman.
Yep. She did him dirty because they were just, it was so sad to see them go down the list of just looking for people to to be happy for them, because she kept going. She was showing that ring everywhere. Oh, look, we're married, we're engaged rather, we're engaged, and everybody was like, oh, congratulations. Then they thought they were getting to the kids and their loved ones. Irene was like, congratulations. She was like, what's wrong? She's like, what? What do you want me to say? I mean, like, what did she want her to say, really?
Right. She like, girl, I said enough, and I seen a man on the side of you. Please hang up. You look at it and hang up in your face.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Right.
I'm trying not to embarrass you.
Right.
Congratulations. What would you like for me to say? Yo, dude, your fiance cuts me out, called me ugly.
And you were willing, and you said you were going to give me up for him.
Exactly. How was that conversation supposed to go? Oh, I'm so happy. I love you. I'm so sorry. I got cussed out on national TV and told I was ugly, but I'm sorry to him. I'm sorry to that man. It's like, lady.
She's just supposed to be happy for me because I've stood by her. Okay, well, that's on you. That's a choice that you made. I never understood this I do this for my friend, so my friend must do this for me kind of mentality. Like, okay, if you stand by your friend and you don't like people think, are you really being a friend though?
Right.
And
I doubt one of Irene's dudes cussed her out either. Cussed out
right.
Diamond too.
Without Irene getting up in they behind. Because for sure, if he did cuss her out, I'm pretty sure Irene like, hold up now. What we not gonna do?
He would have took that shoe off and got to whacking.
What? Irene, what?
I love me some Irene, boy. I like her.
I don't know. Welcome here, Myron. How you say it?
Myrna.
Myrna.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying it right? Okay. I'm gonna mess up a name, child. You gotta forgive me.
It's okay.
Forgive me. And listen, I got a name for you too. So there's that. So it's not payback. It's just life.
But why didn't you know how quick I would have hung that phone up on her?
That's what I said. I knew when you see. Right, you see, Diamond kept pushing the phone away from her. She's like, "You want to be on the phone?" It started off like this, and as soon as the friend got on the phone, she was like, "Hey,
hey, how you doing?
Hey, hey, girl." She's like, "You with that man?" Yeah, he right here. And she went off camera. They came back and then Irene was off camera. Irene said
she was doing her laundry. That's it. Irene said, get somebody else to do it.
You can talk to this phone by yourself.
They so busy worried about Irene.
Oh, child.
Aaron should have been hanging up on his daughter.
Click. I can't hear you, baby. I can't.
Oh
What?
wait, bad connection. He should have called one of the younger ones that can barely talk, just learning how to talk. Hi, Daddy's engaged. Okay, thank you, Daddy. That's
you,
it.
Daddy.
Not too many words. Dada.
Now, if
Yes.
you got any that young now, we got a lot more conversations to be having now. We got a lot more conversations to be having.
Oh, he got them spread far and wide. So
The sixth one is 6.
those 6-year-olds, you might not want to get them either.
Yeah, they're gonna tell you anything. Daddy
Really,
was
Daddy?
at
You
Miss
told me
Johnson's
you were
house 2
never
weeks
getting
ago.
married again.
Daddy was at Miss Johnson house 2 weeks ago eating her greens. He said he loved her greens.
He said she put her whole toe in it, and you know Daddy likes toes.
You know how he liked them toes.
It's like, oh no.
That would have been better than telling the whole roster as to whose toe is in his mouth. Okay.
Oh, my girl said she is not giving up Monica. I don't care what you say. You can marry whoever you want, but I'm not letting Monica go. Monica has been
I gotta
another
stop talking to
figure.
Monica's
Monica-
probably the one he proposed to that told him no.
But then she said she don't know Monica, so Diamond clearly must know of the person.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
She said she don't know the Monica person and stuff, and I'm like, sir, do you know the Monica person? Because
He didn't see. Aaron didn't. He was so busy trying to give all this advice and wisdom. You should be talking to yourself, bro. You know, coaching your family and telling them, hey, I'm going to propose to Diamond. You should have gave them a heads up, because everybody seemed like they were surprised.
Yeah, daughter was a big surprise. That I was like, oh,
maybe he was surprised too.
Oh, I need my surprise, Sean. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. Aaron's like, abort mission, abort pineapples. What's the safe word?
What's the safe word? That's it.
I don't know what to say. Monica, the artist, yeah, I love her music. Yeah. You could go to her concert, baby. That's what.
Yeah, you know, Monica and Brandy, they just did a song with Ariana Grande. He needs to learn. He needs to be quick on his toes.
See, if you hung around the youngers, they'll teach you how to be quick on your feet.
Exactly.
You'd have been sharp-witted at that moment.
You know, Monica, I'm gonna play Monica. That's gonna be our wedding song. Absolutely, you ain't gotta stop talking to Monica.
Yes, we ain't gotta stop listening to Monica, baby. I know I said when I get another wife, I'll stop listening to Monica, but you know what? I thought about it. No.
You know, never meant to cause you no pain. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? We're just not gonna listen to her, you know, pop up and show up, you know, in all my cars. So we're just not gonna listen.
Yes, no.
It sounds like Monica is that one. Because Monica finagled her way into the family, baby. Monica been there for a while. Monica has been there.
That's it.
For a while. Because
did Monica help pick the ring?
Was Monica around for the last ring?
Or the first 2 rings? Lord of the Rings out here.
The precious. The diamond.
Is she precious? Because apparently you just handed out rings. You just handed out rings. Want to be engaged? Want to be married?
Who is Altered State Productions?
No.
They still trying to break down this gift card.
Value Furniture, yeah.
I've never even heard of Value Furniture. Is that a popular brand?
I ain't never heard it. Let me look it up though. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I mean, they couldn't have got them some what's the popular furniture? Ashley Furniture. They couldn't have got them a gift card to Ashley.
Maybe Value City Furniture? Because there's a wait, let me see. The store with Value City Furniture. Oh, so I guess it's a brand. Because they sell it in living spaces. So there's a VCF So if it's Valley City, if it was Valley City Furniture, there's a VCF, and they have a whole website. So I guess
Bob's. Oh, people are throwing out Bob's, Wayfair. Wayfair, you got to put all that furniture together. So $5,000 worth of furniture you got to put together. That's
you
too
know,
much.
you get a little Timu.
Woo!
Do,
So
do
yeah,
they
Bob's.
do they have a furniture place in Texas?
well, see, this is an online thing, so you can get it, I guess,
Oh,
shipped to you because it's like
In
they got a whole
Texas.
website.
I
Yeah.
thought they would be moving to California, where
No, they said they was gonna move to Texas.
I
Shay and
thought.
Josh.
Oh, that's Shay you're talking about. I
Yeah,
keep
Shay and
Yes,
Josh.
forgetting.
Yeah, because
they got
they got
the
the
gift
card.
cards.
Let's
Hey,
see.
Abby.
Let's see if I can find a
Oh,
store.
you see her? She heard furniture. No furniture for you, honey.
She's like, why?
You destroy it all.
It's not looking like they actually have any storefronts. So this is all online. I don't
So
like
how
that.
many brunches can we have for the $2,500 gift card trade in?
If you buy the furniture and you can resell it on, Facebook Marketplace or something. What is the
That's
other
too
one?
much work.
Right.
Find me a scam to just convert the cards into money.
We gotta.
Alton State has all the inside scoop. They have 4 locations.
They have 4 locations.
Thank you, Altered State.
Yeah, because it's not.
Ooh,
Oh wait,
Alton State Productions
they do.
got the inside scoop.
So it's in Missouri, St. Peter's, Missouri. That's the closest one to me. What the hell? I guess they knew they was gonna win. I only got on this. Is that a different furniture store? Because I got this one, Value City Furniture, and it says St. Peter's, Missouri. So
is it the Val with YOU?
I spell value the right way. Let me.
No,
see.
it's VALYOU.
I think, but Jay Say So has it right. That's why they didn't give cash, because they got sponsorship.
Well, apparently Volvo sponsored the ride home.
Clearly, that's all we saw in the driveway was Volvos.
Okay, so this is in Los Angeles on Spring Street, so that's downtown. Okay, so there is that. They do have a storefront downtown, which makes sense. This is in Los Angeles.
But we don't live in Cali. All the couples don't live in Cali.
Not the ones that want it. But the show was filmed in Cali. We ain't got time to be doing gift cards for everywhere else. Okay, if y'all ever move, y'all figured out. Gift card can be revalued. I don't know.
The gift card will include the $5,000 includes shipping.
Well, if I get a sectional, that's 1,500 of it right there. Depending on which one I get a bed set, that's 600 right there, and that's not even a very comfortable or nice looking bed set.
And we could take the shipping out of.
Talking. Give me 3,000. Can we negotiate? Maybe can we say 3,750? 3,750 for 5,000. How about that?
The shipping could come out of his half of the gift card.
Yeah, we gotta boost
just turn this into cash.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta boost this stuff. You're gonna have to buy this and boost it real quick. Like that's the only way.
Well, the show should have a buyback policy.
Mm. We can paper rock.
You got to offer. You got to offer there, Sean.
Okay. I think that's it. Now let me get on the line with Josh.
Huh?
Me and Josh, we talk from time to time. So let me get on the line with Josh and see.
You better hope. You better hope he's got what possession, which is 9/10 of the law. He got possession of the gift card.
True. That's right. Yeah, he might have had to let that go after Shay found out about him and Alexis.
And
but see, here's the problem with them both, because we don't know exactly where Josh resides, and does Shay still live with her parents? Like, if you still live with your parents, what you need the gift card for?
Well, she's getting her own
apartment.
I didn't know. I thought it was Sandia living with her parents.
Sandia definitely was too, but Shay said that's part of the reason that she's been living with her parents.
Oh, okay.
You can't day party all the time sometimes and just be out. You gotta have these finances for the day parties though. But
Well, guess what? This could be the way to get her own place, because now she doesn't have to worry about furniture. She can furnish her own apartment.
Well, if Shay was smart, maybe that's why she's not talking to him. But if she was smart while he was grieving, you'd be like, "Hey, so I know this is a bad time for you right now, but I just want to know, um, can I hold that gift card?" You're not looking like you're gonna do anything.
You don't
with
need that other half, right? So
Yeah, because it looked like your plans on moving got held up a little bit. So
you know.
I don't want to go to waste.
And didn't your friends leave you some money and stuff? You got a little money from insurance and things, and
No, maybe a little. Okay. I'm just saying, I
Do
I
we
can
look like we're insured?
Ooh. His friends, but he said he lost friends and family members. El Cid, don't you be like that.
How many people in the hood do you know are insured,
Who
Sean?
said they was in the hood?
Sean.
Warren had on a good black outfit and some slacks. He might have
Sean.
had some insurance,
Sean.
and then he had an uncle. He had
An
I think he said an
uncle and
uncle or something.
another longtime friend. It is sounding like Memphis hood. That's what it's sounding like. So while
Mhm.
Well,
I
we're not gonna speak ill of the dead, El Cid, okay?
we're
now.
not speaking ill, I'm just saying, hey, it's just, do we look like we are fully insured?
What does looking like you never know. They might have a little policy. So,
Possibly. Possibly. Well, if we don't have a GoFundMe, then we know we were insured, okay?
And on that night, you guys have a wonderful night, okay?
what's the drink for tonight? This is a spicy margarita. One margarita.
Jalapeno.
That's it.
Feeling like a real Puerto Rican. Jesus, El Cid, what has gotten into you, Mike? Here, Jesus. It's giving hood vibes. Now you guys got them started, El Cid. I'm not about to deal with it. Okay, anywho, we gonna get up out of here because I got things to do tonight. I got a plane to catch in the morning. There's a lot going on. That stuff. So hey, listen, guys. If you are up to it next week, we can come back next week and we can go through some of these Facebooks because I done screenshot a few of them before they get erased, just in case they do. Well, we can go through some of these Facebook group chats. Hopefully, I'll get accepted to another one because I've been avoiding a lot of them. It's been a lot. It's rough in them. I don't say much in there. It's rough. The people are not very nice in there. But we can come back next week and talk about how some people been defending themselves up and through the Facebooks of it all, how that's been turning out for them. Some of the beef that has not been shown on camera, but that is here on camera, we can talk about all of that. I've had a great time with you all. I'm glad my people are back. El Cid, Sean, thank you for being back here today. Before we give the last call around here, that's the thing that we like to do around here. If you're new here and you like it here, please go ahead and hit the tip jar, which is the like button. Okay. Please hit the tip jar, hit a like for us. That's all I ask. Subscribe. If you're feeling $5-ish to a $20 bill, you go ahead and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If you got them big pockets, just subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And if you like Drake and you got all the money in the world, just go ahead and join the membership. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk about him and the beef with Kendrick. I'm still gonna do it, y'all. I've been having a busy day. I gotta fly out, so I'm still gonna do it. But we're gonna get to it. Anywho, before we get out of here, El Cid, you like to do the last call?
Sure. I'm just gonna say, where we start at the beginning, having never met, sometimes a relationship needs to stay right there online. Sometimes we don't need to meet or take it any further. But you know what? While we're on this journey, just enjoy the ride along the way and just don't create, drama or bad relationships. We could all end up, being friendly, if not friends.
We ain't got to burn every bridge we cross, but there's that. I mean, if you guys would like to have some friends at the end of the day, don't unsolicit your advice to them, You know, and then later talk about, I only said it when they decided to ask me for it, because then you'll be out here like this.
T-shirt, you done left fingerprints and all. You're so